Hey everybody, Dave G again here with Electric Reviews. I am looking to do episode 2 of trying to coil. The wire that I picked out to do is the chain link because it's simply simple. There's pretty much 3 steps in it and you come out with a badass looking coil. So we're going to get down. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to actually do it on a larger gauge. That way you can see the process better since my webcam is so shitty. And then I'm going to do it on a smaller gauge wire and coil that up. And we'll see how she vapes. So let's get down and let's check it out. Here we are with all the tools we're going to use. Like I said, I'm going to be using a larger gauge wire to initially do the coil. And then I'm going to do it on a smaller gauge and we're going to see what that vapes like. You're going to need, of course, your mod. You're going to need some juice. You're going to need a drill, important. And you're going to need a rebuilding kit. This rebuilding kit I've just gathered shit over the years. I got wires, I got scissors, I got hemostats, I got cotton. A bag, I don't need that. I got snips, nichrome, assortment of screwdrivers. So without further ado, let's get started. Like I said, I'm going to start off with the larger wire here. This is just 24 gauge Kanthal. We're going to need quite a little bit here. Probably, let's go with about 2.5 feet. Just meet your ends up like that. Put them in your drill. Alright, next step is to grab something to put in the loop of your Kanthal end, and we are simply going to twist. Doesn't matter which way you do it this first time. So you want a pretty good twist in that. Here, we'll put it on the black background so you can see the twist there. Now what we'll do is we'll take these ends, put them together, just like you did in the first step. And we'll throw that back in the drill chuck. And you'll do pretty much the same thing, except you are going to reverse your drill and we're going to spin it the opposite way. Now as we're doing this, it's going to wrap, and as it gets all wrapped up, it's going to start opening the other wrap the opposite way, and you're going to get a chain. You're going to see it build up from down here. You may not see it on the camera, but you can definitely see it while you're doing it. You're going to see it build up, And it's just going to build up from probably both ends, and you'll see it. You'll know when to stop. If you go too far, it's going to look like shit, so do this kind of slowly. Okay, so we're getting there. It's starting to open up a little bit. It still looks like dual twisted, so keep going there. There she is. It's starting to build up from the bottom. Take my glasses off and look at this shit. Just a little bit more. Fuck. Really? And that's about it. So let's see what we ended up with. Focus. There we are. Looks kind of like a logging chain. Or like a necklace. More like a necklace. If you can make this out of gold, then you're golden. Not a bad looking wire for how simple it is. Let's go ahead and wrap this baby up. I'm pretty sure this is too big to stick through any of my RDAs. Let's wrap it up though. See what she looks like in a coil. Low resistance. This is 4 strands of wire here. Focus. Okay, so I ended up with a smaller version. We're looking at 0.8 ohms. Let's go ahead and check it out. One thing about these coils is they do get a little bit of a ramp up time. Of course, that's just on a single 18650, so mod you're going to see a different amount. 0.8 is perfect for me. I'm going to wake this up, get it on my mod, and let's check it out. Okay, we're back up. I got this single coil sitting on my built series box, unregulated. I've got 11 wraps. I built this coil out of 28 gauge nichrome, or no, 30 gauge nichrome. So it's pretty tiny. It's 0.8 ohms, and I ended up having to put it on my SIG-S because Freak Show Mini, I wrapped it around a 3mm bit, and the Freak Show Mini, it was just way too big for that. So let's put some juice on this humdinger. The old Nightmare Vapes Fireball, or Nightmare Creations, sorry. Got the Nightmare Creations Fireball. That should soak in here. Holy fuck. This coil is ugly as fuck. Telling you. Let's see what she does though. A few hot spots. When you do this with a lower gauge wire, you're gonna find that you get a shitload of hot spots and they're really fucking hard to work out. Like that one. What I usually end up doing is just pulling it apart and separating the coils. Looks about right. This horror is Fireball flavor, so I guess I could have picked a cooler flavor. Oh yeah. It's good vapor production, great flavor. I mean, almost too much with that Fireball. It is it's a good coil. It's easy to build, as you've seen. You just twist it one way, double it up, twist it the opposite way. And you gotta watch it and make sure and watch closely. When those coils start to open up, you gotta stop, because if you twist it too far, it's ruined. You'll have to start over. And if you do it with a lower gauge, I recommend 28 gauge would be a pretty good coil. So start at 28 gauge. If all you got is 30, you know, give it a try. That's what this is all about, trying to coil. We are learning how to build different things. So everybody get fancy with your coils. Let's see them. If you got a question or if I missed something, please be sure to leave a comment. If there's something that you want me to touch on for the next episode of Trying to Coil, drop a line, leave a comment. Also make sure and subscribe and check out my other videos. There's a lot of good ones out there. Thanks everybody.